Welcome everyone to the cricket analysis by Vineet. And in this video, we are going to discuss the third test match that is going on between India and England in the newly formed Tendulkar Anderson Trophy, right? And this match is happening in one of the most iconic cricket stadiums of the world, that is Lord's Cricket Ground, right? So day two was done and dusted with India at a score of 145 with a loss of 3 wickets, with Pant batting at 19, and on the other hand, there is KL Rahul batting at 53, looking very solid with 43 overs done. But India is still behind England's total of 387 runs by a margin of 242 runs. But because the new ball is due for like 37 overs, so there are 37 overs left for this ball to complete, right? The 80 overs to complete. And we have seen in England, like once the ball gets old, there is not much help for the ballers. So these 37 overs are going to be very tough for the English bowlers. But with Pant batting, you never know what he can deliver, right? If he is in the mood, he can go all way, like all out or something like that, and score very quickly, right? But he can also give you wicket on a very average ball, like we have seen time and again, like Pant doing those magical things and sometimes those silly things as well, right? On which you must have heard Sunil Gavaskar made a commentary. But anyway, these 37 overs are going to be very interesting. If India bats really well, we can expect them to at least score 100 runs or 110 runs out of these 37 overs, and we can expect India to be at a score of like 250 after the 80 overs are completed. Then there would be some chance for English bowlers to come in and do some magic, just the way we saw Jasprit Bumrah did with the second new ball that India got, right? So if English bowlers can use that new ball pretty well, and we know they can do that, right? They have that Jofra Archer there, Chris Wokes is there, so they can produce those magical deliveries on which our batsmen may get out, and India can bundle out very quickly, right? So there would be some chance where this match can drift towards England. But if that doesn't happen, then India has a pretty solid lower middle order. We already saw what our lower middle order did in the previous test match, with Jadeja scoring very well, with Washington Sundar scoring very good. But in the previous test match, Nitish Kumar Reddy did not perform well, and he must be very keen to perform well in this test match with the confidence that he has got with the bowling that he did in the first inning, right? He got 2 wickets, both the openers of England, in just 1 over. So he must be filled with confidence, and he would be very keen to perform with bat as well, right? So if the new ball doesn't goes in England way, we can expect that Indian team is going to take lead in this match, and they can pretty easily score above 400, right? And we can expect them to take at least a lead of 100 as well if the batsman performs really well. And if that happens, then this match is going to drift towards India, because the Indian bowling lineup is quite good and they can really bundle out England in the third inning, because we already saw what Jasprit Bumrah did with the new ball. Akash Deb did that magic with the new ball in the previous test match, although he was not able to do the same thing in this test match. But we should not forget what his capabilities are, right? So Indian bowling lineup is looking very lethal. So if India can get a lead of, let's say, 50 runs or 100 runs, then this test match is going to be drifted towards Indian batting, Indian, not batting side, but Indian side, right? And then there would be huge responsibility for the English openers, or let's say Oli Pop or Joe Root, to come in and score runs. Otherwise, this test match is again going to go in the Indian side, right? But let's not forget what is happening in this test match. The previous day, the second day, there was only 75 overs that was bowled, right? 22 overs was under bowled, including not including the changing overs that get cut when a team batting gets changed, right? So the slow over rate is also a concern. One more thing that is very discussed in the past few days is about the new ball that is there, right? So India was bowling really well with the second new ball, but the ball gets changed because the team India wanted to change the ball, because the shape of the ball got this. You can say the shape of the ball changed, right? And after that, the ball that they got, they were not getting much help out of that ball, right? So they were complaining. Mohammad Siraj was complaining to the umpire. Subman Gill was complaining to the umpire, but umpire was not listening. So I think this was India's fault, because India was already doing so well with that new ball. Jasprit Bumrah was doing magic with that ball, right? He got Joe Root out, he got Ben Stokes out with that ball. So why to change that ball? Because you're already getting the result. So why to change that ball? So it was India's fault as well. But there is something which can be discussed about the rule that whenever you change a ball, who should be deciding that ball? Whether it should be the umpires or there should be the fielding side who should be given the opportunity to pick the ball. So usually what happens is that umpire, the third umpire, or let's say the fourth umpire or match referee, I don't know who exactly it is, but they bring a lot of balls in a box, right? And then the two umpires, the on-field umpires, they decide which ball to choose, right? But I think there could be one possibility where, let's say, if the ball is, let's say, 20 overs all, right? So the umpires, what they can do is they can bring like 5 or 6 balls, which are like roughly 20 overs ball, and they can give those 5 or 6 balls to the bowling side, and they can ask them to choose whatever ball they feel is the correct, right, or whatever ball they feel is the right. So this could sometimes give slighter edge to the bowling side, but if both the bowling side can get that advantage, that would get nullified, right? But that is a point of debate for sure, but we can discuss that some other day. But talking about this particular match, I think India is going to dominate this match, and I'm hoping that uh, KL Rahul can score a century in this match, and definitely a big score from his bat is due, and he performs really well, right? So when I watch KL Rahul scoring so well while opening in the recent years, always there comes a player to my mind as like Murli Vijay, right? So 5 years or 10 years back, Murli Vijay was one opener who used to always score really good, and he was so elegant to watch. So like whenever I watch KL Rahul, I feel like Murli Vijay is back, but with a slighter, better batting technique, or but you can say more dependable as well, right? So KL Rahul is becoming the new Rahul Dravid kind of player. So he is dependable. He is someone who takes the responsibility. So I think India is going to do well in this match, and I'm hoping that India is going to win this test match and going to take a lead of 2-1 in this series. And this is it for this video. We are going to discuss the third day once it get over. And thank you so much for watching this video. And if you like this video, you can subscribe the channel because we are going to upload more such videos. Thank you so much.